What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Make sure you hit the like button on the way in the door. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in the door. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, we're going to be talking about Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke, y'all. He is like, I'm ready. He said, I'm ready. He's not having it. He is not having it, guys. And I'm like, okay, I got to talk about this story because that was my era, the 90s, growing up listening to Luke, Uncle Luke and a Two Live Crew. And everybody knows what the Two Live Crew, hey, Denise, everybody knows what the Two Live Crew was known for. So I'm like, okay, we got to talk about this. We just got to talk about this because Uncle Luke has been out, shoot, for what, over 30 years or whatever? It's probably a little longer than that, y'all, when the Two Live Crew first came out. That was my era. And of course, I listened to some Uncle Luke, love his music and everything, shoot. I mean, a lot of people, they was into Uncle Luke, but y'all, allegations are coming out now from Gloria Velez. So let me back up so we can get a little understanding of what's going on. Hey, she be Queen Forever. First, we had the lawsuit that was filed by Cassie pertaining to Diddy. Because, Diddy was with Cassie for what, over 10 years or right at 10 years. And, they said he dogged that girl out. He dogged her out. And, she basically had the courage to come out recently due to that Survivors Act that was passed in New York that gave every victim of any kind of essay abuse or grape abuse the opportunity to come out and file charges. They gave them a year deadline. So Cassie came out. She's won her case. They said she won over $30 million. He settled out of court, of course, in less than 24 hours. Then now charges came out against, I'm bringing everybody up to date to lead us up to Uncle Luke's story. Then they said that also somebody is coming forward saying that she's suing Bad Boy Records former president of SA allegations. Then you got, y'all, this is just getting bigger and bigger. What's up, Tay Vlogs? Then you got Aaron Hall and Diddy being accused of grape and SA and PA. I'm not going to use the words because you know how YouTube is. So now this brings us to our next person. She's calling out Uncle Luke, and the lady's name is Gloria Velez. Don't quote me, but isn't she have some kind of relation meaning a child or something with Aaron Hall? Don't quote me on it because I need to do my research. So don't quote me on it because I heard that she knew Aaron Hall, but I don't know if that's the one that has a baby by him. So recently I'm reading this from Hollywood Unlocked. I stand with Cassie. Exactly. And the SA victims. So what we're going to be talking about is Uncle Luke and what he has to say. Because, honey, he had a bunch to say, y'all. He had a lot to say about everything. He says, I'm reading this from Hollywood Unlocked. Uncle Luke says he just learned what grooming means because Gloria Velez is coming out saying that he was basically setting the stage for that. After former vixen Gloria Velez calls him out, y'all got the right one. This is what Luke said. He said, y'all got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. So let me just kind of read what they were saying. Miami rap legend Uncle Luke is firing back at claims that he groomed young women back in the 90s, because it's when he was at the height of his career. Earlier today, former video vixen and podcaster Gloria Velez spoke out about grooming in the industry, specifically calling out Uncle Luke. Now Velez also, she shares a child with Aaron Hall. That was her. I didn't want to quote it and I wasn't really sure, but that's her. Now Velez also shares a child with Aaron Hall, who was just accused of graping with Diddy back in 1991. Who's recently being named as a SA in an SA lawsuit with Diddy. She's even admitted that they began dating when she was just 16 and Aaron Hall was 30 years old. Y'all, he's low down and filthy. I did not know he was rocking like that. And I used to like that group guy. I used to like that group, but now hearing this, I won't be able to listen to no more of his music. Then giving birth to their son at 17. So Gloria Velez was a victim also of Aaron Hall. But I remember reading in her story that she didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to ruin his career, mess up anybody's career. She took to her Instagram story on November the 25th. Velez said, if you don't think grooming is happening in this business, you're sadly mistaken. It started in 1994 with Luke and a few others in this business. She said that she was in high school, guys. So we're going to go and listen to some of the things that Uncle Luke had to say about, the allegations that are coming out against him.
I just learned what the grooming mean. I don't even know what the grooming mean. Grooming. Fuckers grooming. They had to explain that to me.
I'm sorry, he keeps cussing.
Y'all got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. I'm not Russell Simmons. I'm not them other people. I don't do that. I know my brand. My brand is Luke, hey, we want some pussy. Face that up, that's what like.
Okay, so let me stop. I hope you two don't pick up on that. But basically, he was saying in this little section that he shared that he basically put it out there what he was about back in the day. What he was about. Everybody know what Two Live Crew was about. He's saying, according to him, that he wasn't a part of any grooming, that basically the women that came to his parties, his shows, they all were well aware of what was going on with him. I see that she had a baby at 16, he was 18, and he's saying that basically he recorded everything. He's got women to sign contracts, basically, I guess, I'm assuming, allegedly letting everybody know, what time it is. So he's saying, in his opinion, according to him, y'all, this ain't my words, that he wasn't a part of no grooming. These women were full aware of what was going on. But according to Gloria Velez, she's saying otherwise, that he was a part of it. So I just want to talk about what's the difference between him, Uncle Luke, and Aaron Hall. Luke keeping it 100. A lot of them women were down. And I will agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I will agree that a lot of women were down with that because like he said, it was in the lyrics. It was in the words. I'm going to let it play. Hopefully YouTube don't catch it until it's late. And then by then, already we done got paid for it. But I'm going to let y'all listen to it because I want y'all to hear fully what he's saying.
Is really not be about what those songs is talking about because you could get yourself jammed up. I just learned what the grooming mean. I don't even know what the
freedom of speech. Okay, grooming. Not other issues going on. Okay, grooming. I do remember that.
They had to explain that to me. Y'all got the right one. I don't have no problem going to court. I'm not Russell Simmons. I'm not them other people. Them other people. I don't do that. I know my brand. My brand is Luke, hey, we want some pussy. Face that up, that's what like. Me so horny. The problem is when you know your brand and you know what you're singing about, you subject yourself to be in that kind of trap faster. So what you have to do is really not be about what those songs is talking about because you can get yourself jammed up. I just learned what the
so what I'm understanding, y'all, from what he's saying that if you come to his concerts, you get a backstage pass and you go back there with him, then this is just my alleged thought because I don't really know, that you know what you're there for. You know what you came for. So he's basically saying that you cannot get confused. Nobody's persuading you to do something else. Nobody's giving you a false impression. Unlike Diddy and unlike Aaron Hall, they gave a false impression that they want to hang out, allegedly. Again, because this is still an open lawsuit. They gave false impressions that they want to hang out. And of course, these women said that they were given something that basically relaxed their senses to where they couldn't clearly think. And that's when the graping occurred, and then the SA occurred, and then some would include physical A as well, because he did, according to the reports, Aaron Hall and Diddy, Diddy was seeing somebody at the time and he did not want it to get out. So he came back to that lady's house, one of the victims, because it was her and her friend, and came back and physically attacked her. So there was some physical A as well going on in those. According to Uncle Luke, he's saying that none of that existed or existed allegedly. I guess according to his eyes, or in his eyesight, we don't know what happened when Luke wasn't around, because I'm not going to sit here and say that some foul stuff didn't go down and he was probably not around. You see what I'm saying? That these types of things that went on, there very well could have been some kind of PA or SA or graping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm just saying you never know what could happen when Uncle Luke wasn't around. He wasn't down for that is what he's saying, but you never know what another motherfucker might be up to. I was never a fan of Luke or the crew, but I do respect his freedom of speech. Exactly. It also sounded like he wasn't doing too much. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Is that right on what? Yeah, he wasn't doing it. So again, we never know what somebody else was doing that could have been, part of the crew. Not saying that all of them was a part of, doing any mischievous stuff, but you just never know what another motherfucker's agenda is. I'm just gonna go on and keep it real. But Luke saying he wasn't a part of that, So let's listen to some more. What he
I
said.
video everything.
He said he videoed everything.
I videoed everything. Everybody signed
Bill
releases.
Cosby. Everybody signed releases. That was the word I was looking for.
Shows. Ain't no underage people be doing no show with me.
He said no underage people did shows with him, to his knowledge.
I fire girls. You get caught. I have chaperone for the girls. A one head dancer. It's always one head dancer.
Okay, so what he said was that he had a head dancer that would basically chaperone the girls. I guess that would be there and be around them, and that they were not underage, and that he had them to sign release forms. Yeah, I'm glad he was smart. And I remember him always being smart back in the day too. He's married to a lawyer now, so trust and believe, he knows a whole lot more than he did at the time. But again, we cannot say what happened outside of Luke's visualization, meaning like whoever's around him at the time, yeah, of course, I'm sure they wasn't like it, but you never know what happened outside of that. So I'm wondering if any women possibly allegedly may come forward because what's her name, Gloria Velez, has put that out that he was a part of the grooming, and he's saying that how's he gonna be part of the grooming when he made sure that the women were not underage, and he made sure that the women signed releases, which means, I guess, if allegedly, I'm not a lawyer, but releases. So we can just kind of speculate that what that means, whatever happened, he wasn't a part of it. He don't have nothing to do with it. But again, if something did transpire, because why would this girl come out and say this, that he was a part of the grooming? If something did transpire, that's a whole nother story. Okay, so what if these women sign releases? If something transpired back then, they will come out, and they have a right to come out and come forward and file claims. That's what Luke needs to be aware of, and then exactly outside of the circle. That's what I'm looking for, Denise, outside the circle. So because you don't know what these other people was like, they was probably cool and hung around, but outside of his circle, we don't know what went on for her to make that statement, and of course, being a woman, I'm going to side with, what was said, what she said, because she was actually there living it, so she's seen a lot more than we'll probably ever know and understand. So it's just that simple. And then she puts on the post, Hollywood Unlocked, it talks about, if you don't think grooming is happening in this business, you're sadly mistaken. This is Gloria Velez. It started in 1994 with Luke and a few others in this business, and she said she was in high school when she was a part of everything that was going on. And she put a picture of her license up, South Florida, 1993, 1994. She said they had teen clubs. I guess that's what she used, where the P men scouted and groomed. So she was out there in that lifestyle, living that lifestyle, growing up and getting into clubs and everything. And I never did stuff like that, but I'm not going to say there's nothing that I blame her because she did that when she was younger. A lot of teenagers, we all knew other teens who, got into different clubs and went to places that they shouldn't have went to because they were too young to go in, but they actually went. So I'm not going to fault her because, a lot of people do that. I wasn't in that crew that did that type of stuff, but I do know people who did do that. So I'm gonna read some of the comments based on what Luke was saying and based on what she was saying, and it talks about exactly what somebody just said in the comments. Luther Campbell took a case to the U.S. Supreme Court and won. Don't play with him. So, and it was 30 replies to this comment, y'all. And I do remember when he took that to the Supreme Court. So I'm not saying that Luke was a part of anything, because 10 times out of 10, he wasn't. He knew what to do. But people outside of his circle, like Denise said, you just never know what they was on. Never know what they was on. Y'all skipping past him getting her pregnant at 16. We know that. We already knew that. Somebody already said that in the article. She's right. We say it was different time, but I was in high school with grown men trying to date me. It was normal for 15 and 16-year-olds to date a guy in their 20s. I can't imagine that now, but it's how a lot of the girls girls my age grew up and were groomed to think we were special to get that attention. I will agree with that, because when you younger, when you were, younger in high school, a lot of older men did try to, pursue younger girls. I will definitely agree with that. Growing up and, like I said, knowing people, who dated older people. Luke said, "Don't put me in the." Exactly. Luke was. Oh, that was from Funky Dineva. Luke said, "Don't put me in that ish. Don't put me in that ish." And like I said, I'm hoping that Luke, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think Luke was that stupid enough to be caught up in that and nothing like that. Luke was very smart, and he protected himself and what he was around and who he was around. But outside of his circle, we cannot say that. Where was your mama? That's the first person you should be mad at, Gloria. Oh, wow. Your parents should be held accountable as well. I do believe definitely that the parents do have something to do with this. How was she able to get this license? How was she able to be out in these places? Those are facts that we can bring up. A 30-year-old woman and a 16-year-old girl is as sick as fuck. It definitely is sick. So a lot of people, it looks like that they agreeing with Lou, and then some people are questioning that girl Gloria. But like I said, in spite of her being underage and going out, I can't side with a grown man who knows what he's doing. Aaron Hall, he knew clear well what he was doing, and I'm not gonna even play his videos that are on Vlad. If y'all want to check it out, y'all can go on Vlad. But I did see some of his videos, and child, y'all, like I said, the more I learned about him, I said he is disgusting. And if I had known all of that, I would have never listened to his music, because he is a monster. Okay, guys, and some of the things that he was saying out of his mouth and how it was like he felt entitled, and like he was supposed to do some of the things that he was supposed to, that he did. It just didn't make sense. His frame of thinking, his whole logic behind why he did what he did, it just doesn't make sense. So to me, that's a narcissist. To me, that is a groomer. He simply was a groomer, like she said. But to put Uncle Luke in this whole scenario, maybe the people that was outside of his circle, but the people inside of his circle that he could vouch for, Luke's not having it. And like I said, Uncle Luke is married to, we didn't call him Uncle Luke back then. I don't know where Uncle Luke came from, y'all. We called him Luke Toot from the 2 Live crew, and he's married to a lawyer, and he's been with her for quite some time. So I'm sure he's abreast of everything that's going on and knows his rights, and full well, yeah, he is a perv and full well protected, because he was protected back then when, like he said, he made them sign releases. But like I said, if somebody comes up outside of that circle, or if something happened, while Luke was not around and they was within that circle, guess what? They can still file charges. So, them signing releases and stuff, come on now, that only goes so far. You see what I'm saying? Releases are to not tell what's going on, things that are consensual, but if some non-consensual things happen that Luke was not around or made aware of, then yes, they can come up and file charges again. I graduated in 2018. It was still going on then. Oh, wow. See, I came out in 1990, y'all. I came out in 1990. So that's crazy. It's still going on in 2018. And back in the 90s, that's when it was, that's when like I said, the sneaking into overage clubs, young girls doing all of that. I knew people who done things like that. And I'm sure it happened years before then. This none of this is brand new. Nothing's new under the sun. Let me just say that. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This type of stuff being going on, but now people are being called to the carpet on this. They've been called to the carpet, and we just want to, say we're grateful for Cassie. A lot of people are saying that, oh, Cassie, hey Kiara. A lot of people are saying that Cassie, she just came out because she needed the money and she wanted to get some money. Okay, regardless of what this girl came out for, wasn't she entitled to some kind of compensation with the nonsense that she went through with Diddy? Y'all, I've been watching these videos left and right on YouTube. I said that was one sick MF. He is one sick MF. And the way he did these women, the bodyguards, the head of security, all of them knew about it and nobody said nothing. Yeah, exactly. Let me read this comment. I'm disappointed in Aaron, but just like R. Kelly, these men have been doing this dirt. Exactly. And they're going to continue to do this dirt. And let's back it up. Aaliyah. Everybody knows what happened to Aaliyah from R. Kelly. She didn't. The girl was so traumatized she didn't even want to talk about it. Allegedly, she didn't even want to talk about what happened, and she got with Dame Dash, and she wanted to put it behind her because he wanted to confront R. Kelly. And remember, Dame Dash and them, they fell out over Aaliyah because he wanted to be with Aaliyah. Jay-Z did, and she got with Dame Dash. They both liked each other. They both liked her, and she went on and got with Damon Dash, and then that's when Damon Dash and Jay Z, they got to the point where they wasn't friends no more. And I watched that again. And Jay Z, he went and teamed up with R. Kelly and did some music. And Damon Dash couldn't understand how you gonna do music with this nigga after what he done. I mean, it just got crazy. So Chad, we can. Y'all, it's for real. We don't even want to go there. The stories that I done heard about Jay-Z online, we don't even want to go there until the day that it may come out. Then we can go there. But the stories they done said about him, honey, and these parties that he would have and how they would line people up and pick out certain ones. I seen that. I said, oh my God. So a lot of them allegedly are caught up in this type of living. This is what they did. It's just what they do. Okay. And backing up, like I said, to Aaliyah was a victim. That girl was a victim. And she never got justice. R. Kelly, he might be in jail right now, but, Aaliyah didn't get to have her day in court. You can file a lawsuit to override. Oh, okay, an NDA, depending on how severe. That's what I was thinking the situation is, Kiara, and that's exactly right, because I'm like, just because you sign an NDA or a release or whatever, that don't mean that if some grape happened or some SA happened or some PA happened that you still can't override that. But so I'm glad that you said that, because I had not did my research on that yet. Money is the end result of any civil lawsuit. Exactly. And that's what some people were mad about. Slim Thug. Did y'all hear what Slim Thug said, y'all? I was like, okay, I'm done with him, and I liked his music. He gonna say, why she wait till all these years? Okay, what difference does it make? They said she signed an NDA with Diddy that just recently expired. So, I don't know how in depth her NDA was with him, but it expired, and guess what? She filed a lawsuit right after that. Okay, so Slim Thug was talking about, why did it take so long for her to come out? Why does it matter to you? You ain't got nothing to do with it. What happened to this girl? Y'all, I seen videos where she was curled up on the floor with a blanket pulled over her head, and he was kicking her and yelling and screaming at that girl. This is what this girl endured. They said she had to go over into Dubai to heal because she had 2 black eyes, allegedly, and we saw the lip part. She had them sunglasses on because both of us, her eyes was blackened, okay? All that physical abuse that was going on, I done said the word. All that PA that was going on, allegedly, YouTube, because we don't know for sure, but allegedly, based on some stuff that we heard on YouTube, allegedly, and it is strictly, for educational purposes, what we're discussing. But all that this girl went through and everything, and then he gonna have the nerve, exactly, Taylor. He gonna have the nerve to come out and sit there and say, why is she just now doing something? Okay, because again, this NDA expired and she's got a lawyer and she had the guts to come out with it. And then exactly like somebody said in the comments, the whole purpose of a civil lawsuit is to get your money. So what's wrong with her getting some money? Why can't she be compensated for it? What's the problem? All the nonsense that she went through, it didn't matter how long. Exactly. It shouldn't matter how long it took. And exactly, it didn't matter, Kiara, because guess what? A lawyer took it. Guess what? They didn't even have to go to court because it was so much proof. They pulled up records back in 2015 or a little bit before that, where it was an article that was written on how she was done, and they pulled that up as evidence too. So Diddy, what he thought he was gonna do was get rid of all the evidence. He was gonna scare everybody, allegedly, and he did have everybody scared to death, where nobody wanted to say nothing, So everybody was just sitting back watching this man just wreak havoc. When I was listening to them videos, y'all, I was just like, for real, how is everybody this terrified of him, of one person? How's everybody terrified of him to the point where you seeing somebody getting physically PA'd, beat down, okay? Beat down. They said this girl had black eyes all the time, y'all, all the time. Child, let's not even go to what he did to Kim Porter. He broke her nose when they was out of country on a yacht, broke her nose. And, she had to deal with that because this exactly she back queen. Oh my goodness, he's horrible. He's horrible. Yes, Puff Daddy Tommy Tom. I had to talk about this because I'm like, Diddy, this monster, y'all, allegedly, you cannot tell a victim when how to address trauma. That's my whole thing. That's why when Slim Thug made that comment, I did not appreciate him making that comment because I was like, dog, I thought she was better than that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like some people, they think alike. Let me just say that. Some people, I think it's more to Kim's situation. Yeah, Kim. And I heard recently that Kim's twins, they now stand with Kamora Lee. And the story just gets deep and deeper. They now stand with Kamora Lee. So why Diddy ain't got his twins at the house no more? That's a whole nother story. I don't know if they scared to be around him. Why he changed his name so much? Exactly. Aliases, all these different aliases he got. I think he believes he's recreating himself in his own mind, Tommy Tom. But that same, soul that he got that has committed all these atrocities allegedly, it still remains. That still remains. You can change the name, but you can't change that soul too. Yes, they said that he broke Kim's nose. I just recently found that out. I didn't know that. So nobody was sacred to him. Nobody was sacred to him. Chad, is his mama sacred to him? Because May said that the reason why he couldn't get his money because he put all his businesses in his mama's name and Diddy's mama's name. So that's why it's hard for people to get their money. But so yeah, guess what? We coming after mama too because the business is in her name and the money's over there. So y'all will have, but they gonna get it. They gonna have to come after her because that's Diddy's money that she's holding on to. So if I was her, I would step back because, honey, your son done made a bed that he gonna have to lie in. J-Lo had escaped him fast, and I could not understand years ago why J-Lo left him like she did because he had that woman on a pedestal. He adored her. I don't know if he did the same thing to her, y'all, because she left so quick. Maybe he did pull that on her, and then she like, nah, I got to get out of Dodge. I'm not putting up with this. I ain't putting up with this. They were saying it was because of this, the shooting and stuff that happened at the club or whatever and everything. And she didn't want to be attracted to anything like that. But it could have been more than that. Did he put his hands on J-Lo? That's a good one. The bodyguard said that Diddy did all his women this way. Mama knew and condones his behavior. Y'all, I don't understand. So, okay, this brings me to a point that I just thought about. Men that act like that treat all the other women like that, but that he ain't treat his mama like it. What's going on? They treat all these other women like that. Y'all see where I'm going with this? They treat all these other women like this. What's going on? He didn't get the love that he should have been getting. Was he abused as a child at some point, allegedly? Because why are you treating all of these other women like this? Was he missing out and not getting the love that he wanted from his mother and taking it out on other women? Because again, it's a pattern. Nobody thinks like this. Nobody conducts themselves like this. Nobody acts like this. Again, this is just my thought, allegedly, because I don't really know. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, so I'm just sitting here putting two and two together like everybody else, allegedly. Why is he attacking these other women? What was he missing? Because again, this stuff stems back. It don't just pop up out of nowhere. I seen a video where they said that Diddy was trying to be like his daddy. His daddy was this big drug dealer and this and that. And I don't think Diddy really knew his daddy like that growing up. So hey, Lexi the Becky Grinch. So I'm just trying to figure out where's all of this coming from. We can tell he's a narcissist. We see that in how he acts in his videos when he gets on stage and how he performs and when he speaks, how he acts. All his video footage is out here. He's a strict narcissist. He's straight up narcissist. So my question is, where did all this behavior come from? Because you don't just learn overnight to just treat a woman like a piece of crap. That don't just happen overnight. What happened to you in your childhood to make you turn around and dog out every woman that you with? And when I say dog out, the stuff, like I said, that I've heard watching these other content creators talk about, it's blowing my mind. I did not know he was that terrible. Money turn. Okay, some people into monsters. Okay, he treated his mother bad. Oh, did he, Denise? Did he? So was this something that he seen from his daddy? What that's what I'm trying to figure out. Facts, mama didn't give him a damn as long as she was getting her money. Now, and I think so, and that's exactly what I think so too. That she didn't care. It wasn't her. She wasn't going through it. Long as she was getting taken care of, and we know that he takes care of her. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't take care of her, but to turn a blind eye as to what your son was doing, I get that she can't control him. He's a grown man, but to turn a blind eye and all these allegations is going out here about him, and now it's time for him to pay for his sins, so to speak, to pay for his sins, because I can't think of another way to put it. All this stuff that he's done, now it's looking like he about to be broke, y'all. He about to be broke. And the more and more women that come out, they're going to be coming for the company next. They already coming for him personally. Now they're going to be coming for his company next, his brand name, all of that. And they should. Because Diddy, like I said, guys, I did not know. And now, according to Gloria Velez, she's saying that Uncle Luke was a part of the grooming process. Yes, cursed her out. He did? Girl, he cursed his mama out too? Wow. Oh, so he was just a rotten seed, period. He was a rotten seed. That's all that was. He was born a rotten seed, rotten to the core. We can try to figure it out, but like I said, this just doesn't happen overnight. Maybe he was one of them little boys that when you seen him, you was like, he gonna be something else when he get over, and something else, and not in a good way. He gonna be something else if they don't. Have you ever seen kids where you be like, if they don't get this little boy under control right now, he gonna be out of control. Maybe Diddy was one of them kind of kids. I don't know, because this is crazy that I didn't know that he cussed out his mama too. So he ain't got no mores. He ain't got none. He ain't got none. And I was watching this one, what's his famous sacrifices, one YouTube channel. She's always giving her theories on everything, and she was saying that basically his higher ups, his higher powers, not ours, but his higher powers that he served, his masters that he served, was basically like, no, we don't want no more sacrifices from you. And basically, that's what it's down to. It's time. It's time for whatever they got planned for him. It's time. And Diddy, I seen a video where he was talking about God this and God that. And baby, basically his time is up. Look how he did all his artists. Exactly. And Aubrey, that one girl, Aubrey with the blonde hair, she been talking for years about Diddy and how they didn't get no money. And that recently, she said that he wanted them to sign an NDA and he was going to pay them their royalty, not royalties. He was going to pay them some kind of rights that they were allowed to have or were supposed to get. And basically it was equivalent to $800, but they had to sign that to get that money and to never be able to speak about him again in public. And she refused to sign it. And she said she was hoping that the rest of her, group members did not sign it, because it looks like allegedly that she might want to go after him and sue him. And for real, I think that they should too, because Day 26, Danity came and a whole bunch of other ones. Whoa, did he have damn, what's that that girl group? I can't even think of it. Oh God, I can't even think of it, with the 3 girls in it. One name was Pam. I can't even think of it. But anyway, I think he had something to do with that group too, because he dogged them out as well. Yes, his bodyguard Gene threatened him about speaking to his mother like that. Oh, I believe everything Jaguar, right? Everybody thought Jaguar was crazy. Everybody thought she was crazy and that she was making this up, was telling the truth about everything. Exactly. Everybody was like, Jaguar's crazy. She needs to be on her medicine and this and that. I'm like, hold up. Jaguar, I remember her for that beautiful voice on Jay-Z's Song Cry. I play that song to this day because I don't like the other versions. I like Jaguar. When CDs was out and Jaguar was out back then, honey, I had her CDs, okay? Because she made some beautiful music. So yeah, it was shocking to see how she went down, over the years. I still don't know the true history of that. And it's not important, but Jaguar was in that. She was up in that life. So she saw a lot. And them stories that she was telling us, come on now, ain't nobody that great of a storyteller, okay? Meaning ain't nobody making stuff up like that to that extent. She saw and she heard and knew a lot of stuff. So yes, I believe she was right about everything that she was saying too, as well. Making a band. Biggie was leaving Puff, and I think he took him. Puff didn't want him to, exactly. Puff did not want Biggie to leave. I still ain't got over that one. Hey, Lori, I still ain't got over Biggie, Biggie's past, and I still ain't got over that because I still be playing this music. What am I saying? On Pandora. I still play that in my car at least 3, 4, 5 times a week, at least 3 or 4, 5 times. And then it gets to the point where Pandora keep playing it because they know I like this song. But yeah, I mean, he has got rid of some legends. Did y'all hear about Mary J. Blige? The stuff that he's done to Mary J. Blige? Child, she wasn't free from nothing either, okay? And it's been reports of pregnancy. I said, now hold up now. I hope I heard that right when they was talking about Mary J. Blige, because I was like, Mary J. Blige and P. Diddy? But you, again, all of this is alleged. You just never know. Music businesses have been doing this stuff for years, but because Diddy is black, he was blasting more. Still ain't right. I mean, yeah, of course he's black, a black man in that industry, but did he have to be so foul and filthy? That's the thing. Okay, if you want to, whatever they did to get to where they at, whatever he had to do for himself personally, you know what I'm saying, it didn't hurt nobody, it was just him doing it, okay, whatever. But when you involving other people, and the way he treated people, yeah, he was just low down with it. Now, if he wanted to do something to degrade his own self to get into the industry, so be it. That's his business. I ain't got no problem with that. But my problem comes when he puts other people in it and destroys other people and humiliates and scares other people. That's when it's like, okay, this is too much. He did Black Rob and Mace. Yeah, definitely Mace. Black Rob, didn't he die a few years ago? Because I watched his story again too. Because did he owe him some money? And he said he had another record that he did, and it was a bunch of stuff. But but he was very upset with Diddy, very upset. I have her CDs too. Jaguar, she was the bomb, and I don't know why she ain't try to come out. R. Kelly, Aaron Hall, lots of others, Jodeci, Boys to Me, and I heard a lot about them growing up. I heard a few things about, KC and JoJo, whichever one that went with Mary, how he would child. They said he wore her head out. TikTok is crazy. Baby. Oh, let me see. Who was the group though? Tommy Time? Oh God, I can't even think of the group. Let me look this up on my see if I can pull it up. The group. Diddy's artists. Let me see. Diddy's various artists. Because that's gonna bug me to death. See if it'll pull it up. What artists were signed with Diddy? Now, I know damn well this ain't it. This is old. This is going back into the Bad Boy Records. Okay, yeah. They bringing a few of them. Okay, so Notorious, B.I.G., Big, Faith Evans, 112. Total. That was the group. I used to love Total back in the day. The Lox, Mace, Craig Mack, Shane, Carl Thomas. Oh, I didn't know Carl Thomas. And then also in the 2000s, French Montana, Machine Gun Kelly, Janelle Monáe. I didn't know she was signed to him either. And then, of course, Cassie. Y'all, I was watching Usher. Y'all see what I'm saying? It just keeps coming up more and more. Usher, the stuff. Usher keep trying to play it off like it did not happen. Look, we already know, okay? We already know because we heard that his mama got into it with Diddy later on down the line when she found out the stuff that was going on with Usher staying at Diddy's house. Diddy was trying to put Usher out there. I think the trauma made her crazy. All for what's her name? Jaguar, right? Jaguar. And when Jaguar does her videos to this day, because I try to keep up with her videos, but when she does her videos to this day, y'all, she constantly is moving around. She says she has to. Now, don't get me wrong, when she was saying that at first, I was looking sideways like, hold up now, Jaguar, what is you talking about? But now it makes sense. She says she's always got to move around because she just never knows who's watching and follow her. She says she's had her, her life attacked, meaning like people have tried to come for her because of what she knows and that she's out there speaking out about it. So now I understand why she says she's always moving all the time. She doesn't stay in the same place because she says she don't know who's trying to come after her. So now that makes sense. Man, I'm not surprised. Pregnant, exactly, Denise. I do remember that. What if Diddy was really Suge Knight? Wait a minute, what if Diddy was really the Suge Knight they whole time? Exactly. Y'all seen what Suge Knight gonna say? I felt like Suge Knight, you need to shut on up because ain't nobody listening to you because you was out there doing just as much dirt. Okay, they probably was equal in doing the dirt. Y'all know how he y'all did. I didn't know that Misha Lade until years later. I didn't know she was married to Suge and child. He dogged her out and left her with all kind of drug charges here, all kind of charges. She lost everything because of him, you know. And of course, he moved on about his business. He dogged her out. Okay, I couldn't believe it. I said I knew again. Suge Knight and Suge, y'all, he got skeletons in his closet. We see why he's sitting up in jail. So need we say anymore? We ain't got to go down that rabbit hole. He's sitting up there talking about Diddy, the cat calling the kettle black. I went to a concert and my friend went backstage and we were teens and we talked about R. Kelly getting in while she was back there and we were at school the next day. Like what? Yeah, I believe it. Told her that's the group. That's definitely the group. I don't know what happened with them. And then the things that they were saying about R. Kelly again, we should not be surprised. But he wondered why he's sitting in jail. You know he's supposed to be trying to come after some what do you call it, content creators, because he's claiming that they stole information about him and concerning him. So he's trying to sue commentators. I'm not gonna mention the name. Everybody that came across P. Diddy, half of them. Thank you. What's his name? Albie Shore, they said allegedly he tried to take Albie Shore out, and then Heavy D, they said all of them. Jaguar talked about it, y'all. She talked about all of it. That was a part of was it Uptown Records and everything, and now all of them are gone. That's where Kim used to work at. Everybody that came across P. Diddy, half of them is gone. Just saying they wanted to write a book. Exactly. They all want to come out with a book. Happy Sunday, Ray Mail. They all wanted to come out with a book talking about everything that happened, and Diddy, he wasn't having it. He didn't want nobody to tell his secrets. And y'all know they're saying that that's how Usher got that allegedly that STD, you know, put two and two together. Y'all hear about when he did Justin Bieber. That child is super scared. He's still scared Sheba Queen as an adult. Okay, he is still scared of him as an adult. I saw those videos and. Yeah, Diddy, he's a horrible person, and it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go, and he needs to be put behind some bars, allegedly, if he's found guilty, you know, through any criminal courts. Because remember, right now, everything that's going on is civil. Everybody's coming after him for compensation for their pain and suffering. But with some of the allegations that are being brought up, i.e., especially the one that Cassie brought out about trafficking, that opens the doors, according to what I've heard, by watching a different commentary and reading the different articles on it. That opens the door for the police to get in and whoever else needs to come in and be able to investigate it more based on some of the things that were mentioned in her lawsuit. So will that happen? We don't know. You know, all we want to see is that these victims are compensated, yes, compensated, and that, you know, they're able to heal. Like I said in my last video, our main concern is that they're, you know, able to heal, because we all know no amount of money is gonna, you know, make up for everything that happened. But are they entitled to it? Of course they're entitled to it. And you know, whether or not the police is going to pick up and investigate and, you know, take this to court, whether the prosecutor is going to do that, we'll just have to wait and see. Albie Shore went into a coma. Exactly. Because they said that Albie Shore had came out when Kim died and he addressed what he thought that happened. And then not too long after that, he went into a coma, you know. Carl Thomas be rolling. I love Total. Yes, I love Total. I couldn't understand what happened to them. Who knows now, you know, what happened. We can only imagine what happened. I heard Total got dogged out. He stole all their money. He stole everybody's money. That's the thing. And now, why did nobody go take him to court and fight him in court? That's just what does it. It just baffles me. I just don't know. Yeah, Usher swept that title. That little H incident under the rug. Yeah, but we ain't forgot it. But you know, I know he wants to put it behind. He too was a victim himself. He definitely was a victim himself of Diddy's. One of his first victims. Maybe not his first. Yeah, Usher swept that under the rug. Kim had 3 manuscripts and gave it to someone she trusted. Kamora Lee Simmons is one of them. Y'all heard that he threatened Kamora Lee Simmons allegedly when she was with him. I mean, excuse me, when she was friends with Kim and she was hanging around and stuff. He had threatened her and Was it Russell Simmons? Yeah, her ex-husband now. But at the time, he was like, "Now don't come to her. Don't say nothing to her. Leave her out of this. Let's not talk about Russell." What they were saying that he was part of the Diddy grooming team too, allegedly, because we don't know. He had Usher going to it. Exactly, he sure did. Taylor had him going to all kinds of parties, pencil shaving, in her nostril spray. Usher said in an interview he wanted to write a book. He better not write no book. I just think, we already kind of know enough now to where he just need to leave it alone. Thank goodness Keisha from Toda is married to Omar. Is she? I'm gonna have to do my research and read up on that. To Omar Epps? Oh my goodness. So she got a little bit of coins. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to look that up. Omar Epps' wife. Let me pull this up now. Omar Epps. This is what I be doing, y'all. When I be sitting watching stuff, I'm like, okay, let me go Google this and read up on this. Epps married singer Keisha, and I had to pull up the picture because I want to see which one it was. What? R&B total in 2006. They have 2 children, daughter Kamari and son Amir. Oh, well, that's good that she yeah, I remember her. She is so cute. That's good that she was able to move on with somebody and put that nonsense with Diddy behind her, and I did not know that she married Omar Epps. I always wonder what happened to them. That's why I'm in shock because I love that group total. So I always wonder what happened. Heavy D was he was going to write a book, and that's what I'm hearing that everybody, according in the comments here that everybody was trying to come out with a book because they want to expose him. And Diddy, he silenced a lot of those people. They say Abby Shua coming for Diddy. He said that Diddy, yeah, he did. He did say that Diddy did that, and even Kamora Lee Simmons, he's guilty. Let's not forget Jamie. Oh, Jamie Foxx. I just recently heard, Kiara, that some women are coming for him. But they say, y'all, okay, I'm just gonna throw this out here. They said that ain't Jamie Foxx. They said that's his clone now. This. Oh God, I feel retarded for even saying it, but they said that's his clone, and that ain't none of Jamie Foxx. I seen a video, y'all, where another content creator was doing a video on Jamie Foxx and child the clone. They said the clone was malfunctioning because his eye was crossed. One of his eyes was crossed. I said Jamie don't even look like it. I said Jamie don't even look like it, and y'all. But anyway, yeah, there are allegations that's coming out against Jamie Foxx. Y'all, he should have been staying away from them gals. Them. They say he loved them white girls and everything. They said that Jamie loved them white girls. So I hope he wasn't doing nothing indecent. I really do. Hope he wasn't doing nothing indecent, whether that's him or not. Y'all, there are so many stories of teen girls getting groomed. We didn't have the internet. Exactly. So it was worse. Exactly. So nobody was really listening. Those really, really pretty girls were getting chosen a lot. And I believe that too, me, man. So that's right. Jamie Foxx too. This is crazy. He abused Cassie and Kim, gave them bruising, trafficking both. Y'all heard about the stuff that how he was trafficking Cassie. There was reports of SA with male escorts, and it just gets so bizarre. It's just like, who in a mind thinks like this? Diddy's he's definitely one of a kind. One of a kind meaning, it sounded like he was at the top tier of the main ones that was doing it. It was other people up under him, but he was the main one. Okay. Daddy and the son. Yeah, Lori, dad dated the daddy and the son. Jamie Foxx got a case right now too. He responded and said the lady is a liar. Diddy had his goons and everyone was scared. Everybody was scared of him. Yes, Aaron Hall said that Jamie was one of, for real? Aaron Hall, that Jamie was one of the people who was there observing his, for real? Oh my goodness. Aaron Hall said, so Jamie was there, and of course Aaron Hall was there, and he was observing. Oh my goodness. These niggas is foul as I don't know what. Y'all, Kim, others tried to warn Cassie, but Cassie, her mom wanted, you know what, me, man? Because I was wondering that. I said, where's Cassie's mother at? Where's her family at? Where's anybody at that loved and cared about that girl? So her family wanted that rich lifestyle, allegedly. Again, YouTube, everything that we discuss is allegedly because we don't know for sure of anything. Although we've seen court documents, we still got to say allegedly. Jaguar Wright said that she was, I believe it. I heard her say that, and I believe she was too, because it ain't coincident. Why is this girl on the run? Okay. People like that, they on the run and they telling it because if anything happened, they want their story to get out. Sure, his abandoned son. So he has some jealousy towards Diddy for raising his son. Yeah, yeah. And y'all, I just seen this last night where they said that Quincy is terrified of Diddy. They said he's terrified of him. Okay, they was talking about some kind of MK Mind Ultra. Again, I don't know, how true this is allegedly, but they did say that Quincy is terrified of Diddy. People said that was untrue. Me, man, possibly that could be true. Jamie Foxx spoke out on the situation. Then afterwards, he ended up sick. You right, Kiara, you right. Oh my God, you are so right. And then next thing you know, like you said, he was sick and we didn't hear from him. Then they showed him out on a yacht. And I'm like, how we know that this is Jamie? Because they were saying he got so sick that they didn't see how he was able to come back from it. And then next thing you know, we seen Jamie Foxx out there. And I'm like, you know what? I don't believe that's Jamie Foxx. I don't. But yeah, I hope he didn't. But they said he is countersuing. Okay, Jamie spoke out about Diddy. Yes, exactly. He did speak out about him. Hey, Sharonda, he did speak out about him. And next thing you know, he did get sick. Anybody that speaks out against this man, because I want to say some other things, but again, I know how YouTube is. So anybody that spoke out against this man, he came for him. It's just that simple. Allegedly, he came from him, came for them. The crazy part about Diddy said in the Kid Cudi. Yep, he said because he was dating Cassie when she was trying to get away from him, and he came for him. They said that she would be in studios working, and he would barge in and go off if he seen anybody talking to her. Then the other day, Jamie shot a football and a basketball goal. Now that's suspicious. See what I'm saying? A football and a because they said that Jamie Foxx had this tattoo on the back of his head, and he made the statement allegedly that if y'all ever see him without that tattoo on the back of his head, know that that's not him. This is allegedly. I'm listening and reading other stories about this too. So all of this is allegedly because the only reason I'm saying this because we wasn't there, and we don't want nobody trying to say what we over here talking about. Again, I'm a small channel, so they ain't thinking about us at the Man in the Moon. But again, I'm just saying allegedly because these big channels, I don't know if I'll be out there running it like that because child, shoot, they be coming after these big channels left and right. But these small channels, we still just gonna say allegedly anyway, just because we ain't trying to ruffle nobody's feathers. But yeah, y'all, it's they said that Jamie Foxx said he had a tattoo on the back of his head, and if he was to ever come back, then he would not. He was to ever come back and he didn't have that. Please know and believe that that's not him. He had our house bugged allegedly. I wouldn't be wrong. What the fuck wrong with Jamie? I wouldn't be surprised. Because he controlled everything. They said once she signed that contract with Diddy, that he took over her life 100%. He took over every aspect of her life. I'm just like this. She was young again. She was 19, so she probably didn't even read the contract, you all, to know what's going on. And I was watching another story last night. I was watching Swamp Crimes and they was talking, y'all, woo, Swamp Crimes. I mean, was it Swamp Stories? Swamp Stories. I was watching Swamp Stories, y'all, and they was talking about Boosie. I said, okay, y'all just got Boosie out here looking all messed. Y'all, when I seen it was about 49 minutes long, and the show is called Swamp Stories with a Z on the end. And honey, the way they had that thing lined up about Bootsy, I was done. I said, okay, Bootsy. I didn't know Bootsy was into all of this, allegedly. But this one story that I had saw before some stories, this guy said that he had signed with a record label. I forget who it was. And he said he was only signed for 6 months and it was $1 million. He said, don't ever sign them record labels because they'll front you $1 million. But guess what? You end up on 5 and 6 million. I said, oh gosh. And he said he signed the contract because his lawyer told him to. He said, I did everything right. I had a lawyer and he got beat basically from signing these contracts. So I'm saying all this to say, Cassie, she was 19. She didn't have no lawyer. She didn't have nobody to support her and be there for her. So she's probably signed some stuff. She didn't even know what was in it. And basically he took over her life after she did that. And the story went on from there. Then we used to hear about Diddy, Kanye, others. Oh, I didn't know Kanye's sexuality. Oh my goodness. I didn't know about no Kanye now. I didn't know about Kanye too. Kim House was bugged while trying to move on from Diddy allegedly. I believe it. That girl, she tried to date somebody else too, and he came for him. What gained to Danity Kane though? Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that he had Kim's house bug because she told Al be sure that he was what happened to Danity Kane though. Danity Kane, I think Aubrey, the girl with the blonde hair, the little cute little white girl, I think she got fired. I think I remember her saying she got fired, and then Don. Didn't he try to come out with them on their own? Don't get me wrong. Don't quote me because I can't remember their story. I just remember they, disband. They was not together anymore. But I think Aubrey, let me look at her real quick. Did Aubrey get fired from Danity Kane? She's the outspoken one. I always saying something on the internet. I always see her. Aubrey from Danity Kane. I'm looking it up. Did she get fired? Let me see what it says. Last year, O'Day claimed the episode called her that she fired from Danity Kane because she wasn't. Oh, okay. She was fired. Aubrey O'Day, the white girl with the blonde hair, she was fired because from Danity Kane because she wasn't willing to do what she was told. So yeah, I do remember hearing about that, but I just wanted to confirm it. Aubrey O'Day is in complete support of Cassie after Diddy lawsuit, been trying to tell y'all. So she been trying to say stuff for years, y'all, but like she said, nobody will listen to her. Been trying to tell y'all for years. Prayers up for the Queen. Old Day 39 captured on Instagram story post on Thursday, November 16th. And the second post she added, only day, y'all are gonna put some respect on my name when I tell you these things. Okay. So yeah, she was fired because she would not do what she was told to do. So whatever that was, and I don't think it says in this article. If you think you made these things up. Okay, yeah, it's not really saying an article, and it's articles long as I don't know what, so I ain't about to read all this. But yeah, she was fired from the group like I thought she was. Okay, let me read some more of y'all comments. Years ago, there was this Freaknik and other events they used to record videos. I knew people. I saw that documentary when they were talking about it. They were wild in the videos, and then a doc came out, got people scared. Yeah, I seen that documentary. Not the actual documentary, I think that was on Netflix, but where they were talking about people that were now doctors and lawyers, had prestigious careers and everything and has families and are married and, they was cutting up at Freaknik and they did not want this stuff coming out. So yeah, but y'all, I don't know if they had the right to record them back then. Again, all of that stuff is very sticky. So I wouldn't even want to be a part or around all that type of stuff because you just never know. That link I pasted on the chat, watch y'all. Oh, okay. What is that about? The link? Because I'm gonna go pull it up too and watch it later. It ain't showing. It ain't showing on my side. Yeah, it's not showing. Becky. Lexi the Becky Grinch, it ain't showing. Yeah, it is show. Bella Salone is a medium. I don't believe in readings. This is mind blowing. I didn't watch her yet. Bella Sloan. I didn't watch her yet. Because I'm kind of, suspect of mediums and stuff like that. It's like, look, Heifer, if some ghost or somebody won't get in contact with me, they can reach me, Copy and paste the link. Where's it at? Yeah, somebody won't get in contact with me, they can get in contact with me. They don't need to go through you. They don't even know you. I mean, again, some people into that stuff, but I just don't. I didn't know about that either. Bella Sloan. I was like, okay, so what makes her an authoritative? Again. Because I'm just like, if this spirit really wants to reach you, they can reach out to you, We all know those types of things. So when this person says that they reached out to them in particular, why they reach out to you? That's just how my mind thinks. Hey, let's go. We sitting up here talking about, hey D, we're sitting up here talking about Diddy. We started off talking about Uncle Luke and the girl, what's her name? Velez, she came out, the one that got a child by Aaron Hall. She came out and said that basically Uncle Luke was the start of the grooming back in the 90s. And that and Uncle Luke, he came out and he was like, he's ready to go to court because basically, paraphrasing, don't be getting me caught up in all this. He said all the women that I was around, they signed release forms and everything was recorded. And then he said he had like somebody in charge of the women to make sure everything was being handled correctly, to make sure there were no underage individuals in his group and all of that, or around in the circle and anything. So he was basically saying that leave him out of it. He ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with Diddy. Aaron Hall and whoever else is getting ready to come up now, because we know it's a bunch of women that are coming out and coming forward with allegations and are filing lawsuits, civil lawsuits against Diddy, his former Bad Boy Record president, and then of course Aaron Hall. So we just kind of going over that and talking about all of that and just trying to understand why, what would make a person want to become this type of individual. What happened to you, meaning them, as individuals? We know these are narcissistic individuals, of course, but what happened to you to make you turn into these types of individuals, allegedly? Although we've seen some of the court records online, my question is why? What would cause you to want to be an individual like this? Okay, now if somebody's consenting to these things, we ain't got nothing to say. But when you're coming out the individuals that are underage, that has not given consent, and then you've done horrific things to them, and then you got these individuals scared to speak up and say anything for fear of retaliation against them for something that happened to them. You got these individuals scared to speak up. Why? And basically it all boils down to something went on with these individuals. It had to. You don't just wake up and be a monster. This is just my thought. I'm assuming, or maybe some people are born like this. I don't know. But now it's time for him, to deal with and face all the things that he's done to these other individuals. Women, men, just that simple. So it's time for him to face what he's done, and nothing that he can do is gonna be able to get him out of this. He's been able to get out a lot of things for many years, but now he's not gonna be able to get out of this. It's coming out. She was invited somewhere before she passed on what she witnessed. Okay. And Kim Porter was being questioned by the authority. Oh, did she? I didn't know that she was being questioned at the time. She said Kim Porter told her Diddy is, well, yeah, exactly, but he's not about that only. He's done that sinister things with under. Is Gloria the one of the big pimp and Jay-Z? They said she was in a few videos. I don't know which video she was in. Gloria Velez. They said she was a video vixen, but child, I ain't never seen the girl in no videos, but she was in a few videos, but I don't know which videos she was in. And also, the Locks also talked about how foul Diddy was. Everybody knew, but nobody said anything. And then, of course, the ones that was in the industry that tried to say something, of course, they're no longer here. They wanted to write books and wanted to stand up. They're no longer here. Now, Aubrey O'Day, honey, she is talking and she ain't scared. So evidently, he ain't got nothing over her. She like they said that she was fired for whatever reason. Yeah, this article's too long. I would have to read it first and then discuss it. She was fired for not going along with whatever it is that she was asked to go along with. So they just got rid of her altogether. But she been, like she said, she been trying to tell everybody for years, Aubrey O'Day, which was from Danity Kane, the girl with the blonde hair. So it's clear that she is a complete supporter of Cassie. Yeah, we don't know why she was fired, what she did not want to go. We don't know what she didn't want to go along with, but we know that she was let go from the group. And Dawn, like I said, she hung around, the black girl. She hung around for a little bit, and then it was just after that it was over with. But we're just trying to understand, how this man was able to get away from this. Of course, I want to call him some other things, but for sake of YouTube, I can't say what I really want to say about him. But how was he able to get away with a lot of these things because of the fear, because of the blackmail that he had on these individuals? They said with Cassie, like I said, allegedly he was passing around videos about Cassie, and different people were coming back saying that they saw it, and he just did it freely. The things that I've heard about Cassie that he's done to that girl, I mean, it was just inhumane. How could anybody think? And then the thing about it, he's got girls now himself. You see what I'm saying? You should when he was out here in the streets and running amok, for lack of a better way of describing it, I mean, you got girls yourself. How could you even think about doing another woman like that when you have girls that you're raising yourself and you want to protect and love and keep them safe, but you out here dogging out somebody else's child? You see what I'm going with this, y'all? It doesn't make sense, and it's sad that that he's this type of individual. But like I said, his day's here. It's not coming. It's here. Cassie was introduced to Diddy by her then music mogul boyfriend. Oh, I was wondering how he came across her. How did he meet her? Wow. So Oh wow. And then more so, even, what I'm saying, even how she met him, even more so, where was her family to jump in and say, okay, no, okay, no, this is not going the way we planned. This is not going the way we thought. So we just want to pull out. We just want to pull out of this contract or whatever she needs to do to get out of this. Let her finish this album and, all this. So Stand With You and all of that. I don't understand where the family was. Again, she was 19, but again, she was still impressionable and she needed some guidance. What happened? What happened is all I'm trying to figure out. And then according to some of the comments that, her family wanted that lifestyle. So unfortunately, some things happened that should not have happened, meaning he got total control of the girl and then just did whatever he wanted. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on here and talk about this, and I still be doing like my other commentary, but definitely want to, like I said, be talking about some of the other commentary that's out here, or stories that's out here going on in the internet as well. And thank you all for coming on and listening. And I will keep my ears to these YouTube streets. Diddy off Shakur Stewart for dating Kim Porter. Shakur Stewart. Yeah, okay, I remember that because I did see that last night. I didn't even know she had dated nobody else. I just knew it was Abby Shore and him. I didn't think the girl would be able to date anybody else because we knew how Diddy was about Kim Porter. He was, crazy about her too. Crazy about her, not in this great way. Others may be coming to, exactly, part 2 is coming. So yeah, I'm gonna be definitely keeping my ear to the YouTube streets, these internet streets, period, to seeing what's going on, y'all. And I'll definitely keep y'all posted. See you all soon.